Hi, my name is Saliu Maimunat. I am a member of Lead and SDG Cohort 8 2026. For my project for this particular cohort, it covers SDG 3. This particular conversation is about menstrual hygiene and reproductive health. Our conversation covers the conversation or creating awareness around menstrual hygiene and reproductive health. Menstruation is experienced by half of the world's population, and yet this conversation is barely had in any public space, especially by the men. It is a natural occurrence that should not be neglected. The world drives on narratives, not just narratives. Narrative drives the world in general. And ours was to push a narrative of getting the men involved in the conversation of menstrual hygiene and reproductive health. We took this conversation to the streets of Abuja and asked several men on what their knowledge base is on menstrual hygiene or menstrual cycle in general. And here are some of the response that we got.
You see, this is Africa, all right? Africa comes with its own traditions and all that. People see it as being abnormal I hope you understand where I'm going, in Africa. But I'm telling you, in a civilized society, in the Western world, it should be a common knowledge for everybody. But in Africa, you will see that mostly they see it as not being normal. Something not being normal. I don't mean abnormal, not being normal for a man to delve into such issues and conversation. You understand? But because this is Africa, but for me, you ask the question whether I would
Want to have knowledge about
Well, exactly. I will encourage such knowledge.
See, it depends on their system. Some women suffer for childbearing today in their marriage just because they don't know their menstrual cycle. If you don't know your actual menstrual cycle, you would not know when you are ovulating. You understand? And if you don't know when you are ovulating, you will be stressing, you will be struggling to take in, you will be able to take in. What we now later discover after then that when I say a doctor, they now provide what we call a tracker. So they now track my wife then. That is when they now discover her own menstrual cycle, her own ovulation time. And if you don't know your menstrual cycle, you can never know your ovulation time.
So how would you encourage other men to engage or learn, take this particular knowledge?
It is not a shameful thing for you to learn how to know about human menstrual cycle. Because if you have the knowledge as a man, you implement it in your own home and it will work for you to make you to spend less.
I feel like every man should know this because some of them have sisters, some of them have wives, and they go through this kind of stuff. And if they are not aware, they won't know how to help or assist the lady. That's why.
So if you want to scale Nigerian men from 1 to 10, what do you think their knowledge base is on menstrual cycle?
I think I would say 4.
Why 4?
Because not many men know most of all this like menstrual stuff. I don't think they do. So that's just it. That's what I feel. I might be wrong, but that's what I feel.
There is no tradition that forbid that. My tradition doesn't forbid that.
So
as much as you can stay with a woman, there is every possibility that you know her life circles.
Okay. So why do you think most men have next to minimal knowledge on menstrual cycle?
Because of our exposure. Most of the times we look at it as the woman thing. That is not our. It doesn't concern us because we are not the one going through that cycle. So most of the times we care not about that. It's not because it's not necessary that we know, but because of where we are coming from, we look at it as if it's just a woman thing. So that's the thing.
Have you ever purchased a sanitary pad for a woman?
Why not? I did. I purchased for my wife. I purchased for my daughter. Yes.
How did you feel about it?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. Yes.
All right.
If you can buy every other things for your wife or your daughter, why not? Are you not you're supposed to be even happy that you are caring about her health?
Many men have little to no formal education on menstrual cycle, which leaves a very big gap when it comes to support in cases of emergencies. They are fathers, brothers, teachers who can be supportive in emergencies that have to do with menstrual cycle. And yet, from the survey that we carried out, we found out that by the time we make an approach, their response is, this is a woman's topic. Why should I be involved? Why should I care? Why should it be my conversation? But as a human, your support system can be a vital contributor to your well-being. Men should have knowledge on menstrual cycle because these are conversations that happen and cannot be avoided. And our job is to remind the society on the importance on having the knowledge of menstrual hygiene and reproductive health. How will the man fix it is an initiative that is beyond the LEAD and SDG project. This project would go beyond all around Nigeria, encouraging men to get involved in the conversation of menstrual cycle, because it is beyond taking the girls away from the classroom to speak to them about their menstruation or their menstrual cycle. It is bringing everyone together to understand that this is a natural phenomenon and everyone has to be knowledgeable about it. We have started from the FCT as our first point of target, spreading the word, spreading the conversation. We look to take it all around Nigeria, encouraging the general populace and the public on the importance of being educated, having a formal education on menstrual cycle. We start from the north and we take it all around Nigeria. We are open to the conversation of partnership, support, and of course, if this aligns with your organization, our doors are open. Follow the conversation on Menstrual B. Saliu on all social media platforms and on YouTube, Mesa. We are here to take the conversation beyond the classroom, beyond the boardroom. Our society must be fully involved in supporting the girl child. Once again, my name is Salihu Memunat, and this is my LEAD and SDG project, Cohort 8. Thank you.